And shout out to you, murderer birds. This little clip, Volume 8, Chapter 9 spoilers. They're just kids. And I had to go through the fucking comments section. And this obviously shows Murderer Bird's point of view, as well as many of the fandom, and it just gave me a headache. They're just kids. Let's revise how this world works for all the idiots out there. By the time people enroll at Beacon, they're 18 years old. That's already legal age. By this point in the series, people like Yang, Blake, Weiss, as well as probably Team Funky, because they are in the same age group, if not, they might be older, they should all be around 21. With the possibility that Funky could be a year or two older, depending on certain things, but 21 at minimum. In America, that's full legal age. In Australia, it's 18. But when you're 18 to 21, that's basically a fucking adult. You're an adult. And this is where it gets worse. Before you even go to Beacon, let's take Ruby and Yang, for example. They've gone to Signal for what is it, 3 years or 4 years or something? I think it's 3 years. Um, yeah, because she's in her first year at Beacon Ruby, and she skips 2 grades, so it's 3 years. So not only are they raised in this world, then they go to Signal, and it's known, but because by the time we see the first episode of Beacon, these children can already fight Grim. They're sent into a goddamn forest that's filled with fucking Grim, and it's like, do what you can, and they do. They kill Grim. So they've had training at Signal or whatever minor school that they're at. They're being trained from probably since they're 15 years old, 18 years old at Beacon. This is another key point. Volume 3, it's a Grim invasion. Beacon gets overrun in a Grim invasion. From the way it looks, there was no stopping them. They were literally just jumping out of the black goo again and again and again. There was no stopping them. Oh, it's all. And what did Ironwood do there? He actually turned around and goes, "No one will fault you if you want to leave." He says, "You don't have to fight. We understand if you don't want to." At 18 years old, as well as people like Velvet and Coco, who would have been 20 years old at the time, they fight all the Grim and hacked Elysian Knights. Now we fast forward 5 volumes. Essentially, they're 3 years older, I think. Which I said 21. Ruby would be like fucking late 17, 18 years old. And people now, with the whale there, with the Grim just keeping on charging, they're just kids. Yep, Marrow, the fucking ignorant piece of shit that he's turned into, and the entire fandom, murderer birds. All the people that follow him, oh, they're just kids. Dude, they did this in Volume 3. Being a huntsman means you are trained to kill fucking Grim. If there's anyone on Remnant that is a professional at killing Grim, it's you fuckers. And as soon as there is an invasion of Grim, rather than stay and fight them like you did in Volume 3, you shouldn't have to. Because you're children. Even though you're 18 to 21, you're still children. You shouldn't have to fight. This is what I mean. This fandom's fucked in the head. All of them are. I don't care if I'm swearing at you guys. I'm not going to hold anything back. You guys are fucked in the head. And I use this as a reference. Naruto, from fighting Zabuza to fighting Orochimaru in the original Naruto. Then you get into Shippuden. He watches Jiraiya die. Well, no, he doesn't watch it. He gets the news that Jiraiya's dead while infiltrating another city. That's his teacher. He spent like 4 years with this guy, between the thing and in the original when he met him. So he's watched his mentor and father figure die essentially. Then he fights Pain. Then the World Ninja War starts. He's fighting Obito, Madara, and ends up fighting Kaguya, the goddess of chakra. Through PTSD, through all the people that got thrown at him, he kept fighting. He's a ninja. That's the warrior in that universe. They fight. They didn't say, oh yeah, you can go home, go back to the village, sit on your ass, you know, do that. Despite the fact that you've been fighting for years, just go back and sit on your ass. No. Main characters. They need to be the heroes, they need to be the inspiration, they fight. And if you fucking remember the point of Ruby, she wanted to be like the heroes in the books. Here's your chance, love. Fucking invasion. Be the hero. What do these arseholes say? Oh no, they're just kids. Fuck you. Fuck this fandom.